Alright guys, welcome back to the Plutonia experiment walkthrough on the ultra-violence difficulty for the PC, played through ZDoom. I'm Big Mac Davis and this is Map 3, Aztec. Run straight forward quickly, because if you take your time you might fall into this pit here, and if you do, you'll die. There's no way of getting back up top. Facing the starting teleporter, we'll turn right, and we'll grab some items from up here, so yay. We'll head back down, we'll go left this time, and out here, we'll turn left, and head down here. But oh noes, we fell into a pit! Take out the mancubus down here, you can use the pillars as protection from the mancubus fireballs. And there's the chainsaw, which won't see a whole lot of use in Plutonia, because of just how difficult this game is. We'll go back up top, and continue on the path we were taking. Take the first left that you come to, and then this part. This is a very difficult trap. When you step on the sides here, it will activate the trap, and you want to get out of there as fast as you can, because an archvile and several other enemies will spawn in. Yeah, the Archvile will spawn behind you, and then Chain Gunners and a Baron of Hell will all spawn in front of you. That's a nasty trap. But at least they do give you some protection with this corridor. Use this corridor as protection. You have to. There's no way you can survive this part. Step on the sides here, and then you can grab the red key easily that way. With the red key in hand, we'll go back out, but we'll go back to the right side. And back out here, we'll turn left, and head down this passageway now. You'll eventually come to a revenant, right here, who needs to die. Now, another difficult trap is coming up. When you step on the cobblestone walkway in front of me, the door behind you will close. And then this will happen. Yeah, Archvile with almost nowhere to hide. Do your best. Good luck. Thankfully though, he hasn't really stepped in front of me, which, you know, wow, just handle that however you can. When you grab the rockets, it will open up this door and allow you to continue on. When you step on the stairs, another little trap will happen, right there. Chain Gunners. At the top of the stairs, there are even more Chain Gunners, which are ingeniously placed, in my opinion. Take care of these couple shotgunners, but before we progress any further, we're gonna jump down into the whatever this floor is. It's not damaging, and kill the Spectre, and ride this lift back up. And now we'll continue on from where those shotgunners were, right here. Revenant, who dies, and the demon got alerted. Alright, so we'll grab the items from here. That's all that was in here, by the way, so now we'll go back out and turn left and head down here. Now this part can be rather troublesome. What I do is I equip the chain gun, run across the invisible bridge, yes indeed, kill the chain gunners quickly, flip the switch which will lower down the lift, flip that switch behind me, grab the blue key, then immediately run back across the invisible bridge, take the teleporter, and back away from the arachnotrons. Yeah, there are 4 arachnotrons positioned on the 4 high-up platforms around the room, with 2 pain elementals as well, who both need to die. Okay, so they're infighting. We'll let them infight. When you approach this switch, another trap will happen. Not when you flip it, but when you approach it. By the way, flipping the switch will lower a barrier so you can escape this room when we're all finished with it. That's all that switch does, which is necessary, by the way, because it lowers down that barrier. Hey, you need to die, Pain Elemental. You must die. Which you did. And Now to take care of the rest of the arachnotrons. Well, if the lost souls will decide, where are you going? Are you okay, or are you, a bit dyslexic there? Alright, so now the arachnotrons need to die. Well, that's... that's kind of funny. Lost soul in fight with the Revenant. You don't see that every day. At least in this room. Ah, I missed. And everybody's dead. All the arachnotrons are dead. Now we can venture our way back to that teleporter that we took and take it back down. Yeah, quickly run back across, hide from the rockets of the, well, stupid blue pillar thingy. Then you can use, you know, the Revenant rockets won't always hit you if you stand at this angle. By the way, if you fall off the bridge, there are 2 teleporters down below, and the floor is not damaging, so yay. Anyway, now we can escape. By the way, this teleporter, all it will do is, like, take you back here. Yeah, I think it's for co-op, though I'm not quite sure about that. Though I think that's what it is for. Alright, so now I don't know where I'm going here. We gotta head back down. Okay, where am I going? I don't even know where the hell I'm going sometimes. We're going back this way. Here we go. Now we'll turn right, and we'll head back this way. Remember this area? Where we killed that Archvile in that trap? Now we'll continue on. This is a secret area. Do be careful, because there are many chain gunners in here. But they all will die. And at the end of this pillared secret room, there's an Archvile, or Revenant. So used to saying Archvile. Good job, Plutonia. Well, yeah, good job, Plutonia. You make me say Archvile all the time because of how many you use them. Anyway, we're done with this area, let's continue on. Now this part. What I do is I just wade in and let the trap happen, fire 2 rockets or 3 rockets at the Revenants who will appear there, and then wait for them to come to me. Well, I guess the other Revenant died. That's awesome. Yeah, there are 2 Revenants. Then you can stand here and snipe off the 4 chain gunners on the 4 pillars. And then you can just grab the ammo from here. Yeah, 2 Mancubi are on both sides, but we'll deal with them later on. Ah yes, 2 pain elementals will open up when you cross into this room. Oh, there he is. So make sure they both die. Which they will. Pain elementals and lost souls are never a good thing. They can go die. Alright, we'll skip the teleporters for right now, because there's a couple of imps on the other side. And we can take either the left or right path. Both will take us to the Mancubus that are, you know, on both sides. So we'll take care of them both. Grab some items from here, and continue on to the other side. We are almost done with this map. Alright, so which teleporter to take? Red or blue? We'll take the red first. And what we're going to do is go through this door and flip the switch, which will allow us to flip the exit switch. Now we'll go back through the teleporter, take the blue teleporter, and go through the door. There is a Revenant there. And then flip this switch, which will lower the exit teleporter. Make sure you make the jump across, because you'll never make it back up if you fall in that pit. That is Aztec. A pretty tricky map. I will be saying a pretty tricky map throughout all of Plutonia, because, well, all maps are pretty tricky if you don't know how to handle them correctly. The traps, if you don't know where they are, will get you killed. Period. There's no way around it. That first trap with the Archvile in the red key room, with the Baron of Hell as well. Ouch, that's a nasty trap, and if you stay in that room, not only do you got the chain gunners firing relentlessly on you, but you also have, you know, the Archvile and Baron of Hell trying to kill you. That is nasty as hell. Thankfully, though, they do give you that corridor, so it's not unfair, technically, if you know about the trap. You can just use the corridor to hide, and then take care of them. Then the second trap, that second Archvile, where the door will close behind you, that is perhaps a little bit unfair, because there's no wiggle room. You can't really hide, especially if the Archvile stays right in the middle of your path. He can toast you pretty fast. The invisible bridge area, if you handle it in increments, is not that bad. The only difficult spots are getting the chain gunners out of the way, and then the arachnotrons and the pain elementals. That's it. Just take it slow, and you'll do fine. Next, we got Caged. Wow, now this map is pretty tricky. But we'll save that for next time. I'm Big Mac Davis. See you next time. Take care, everybody.